Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All of us have two faculties. One is the faculty of knowledge, and secondly the faculty of action. These two of them, how they function in us. See, is our knowledge represented in our action or not? And is the action is reflecting the knowledge? Two things. Now to understand this abstract statement, take a simple example. Knowledge. I have to get up in the morning at latest at 5 o'clock. Enough of sleeping late. Knowledge. Because when we listen to satsang, we get a little bit of spiritual corona. Now from tomorrow onwards I am not going to sleep late. I had decided now. So with that decision you sleep. Then in the morning at 5 o'clock, your sleep is also over. But then your mind comes to your help. Come on, man. What is your age now? 75. Good. Till this age, you did not wake up in the morning 5 o'clock. Yes. What difference it made? No. Then, now getting up in the morning at 5 o'clock, is it that Bhagavan is available only in this particular time? He is available every time. Hey, these Babajis have nothing to do. And therefore, we again, okay, I'll do one thing. Now, I'll wake up at 5:30. Then why waste half an hour? So sleep. And then you look into the watch. Oh, it is 5:43. Odd figure. Let it be a round figure. See? And thus our day goes. Then as usual we wake up at 9 o'clock. That time what happens? Today also I could not wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock. I don't know why. But tomorrow I will. Definitely. This is repeated again the second day. Then we come to a final conclusion. I cannot do it. What is the net result? Net result is we have no confidence in ourselves. What is the self-confidence? Self-confidence is an experience where knowledge is respected in action and action is representative of the knowledge. See? Now, both these things, knowledge and action, they are coming from the same source, like heat and light. Both of them come from the same source, the fire. In the same manner, knowledge and action, both of them come from the same source. That source is principle of life or chetana. Now to understand this, suppose you take one point and from that point you draw two lines, straight lines. Can two lines drawn from the same point be parallel to each other? They cannot be. There will be an angle. Clear? Now the distance between these two lines will be minimum at the base where from these two lines have begun. As we start going along the line away from the source, what will happen? The distance between these two lines will start widening. Very simple, it's not difficult. Now one line is knowledge, other line is action. Knowledge, early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Action. Late to bed and late to rise is a guarantee to be otherwise. When this is repeated, we come to a final conclusion. This is not my bite. And we give up. Such people who do not have self-confidence, they are utter failure, whether in the material world or the spiritual world. That was the reason I told you our satsanga is not for those who are dropouts. But this is what the people think. In Prayagraj, I was in somebody's house for lunch. And all the people were sitting, and the son of that family, he was standing, a huge structure, 6 plus, 4 plus, like that standing. So I said, hey, Mahatmaji, come and join. You take. I said, okay, I'll come for this. His mother felt very bad. Swamiji, see how he talks. I am fed up of him. He is good for nothing. He doesn't work. He doesn't study. And he is only eating and bullying that he can lift his father and throw out of the house. So we are all afraid of him. He is so useless, we don't know what to do. Thereafter what she said, Swamiji, you take him to your ashram. Meaning what? When you are unfit for everything, you are fit to go to ashram. So I told her, I said, Mama, you are so right. Why? I was also sent to the ashram because I was good for nothing. Friends, spiritual practice is not for those who are good for nothing. This is what normally happens. We imagine spirituality means it is a refuge to the useless people. No. How important it is. Now why this happens? Because we have never learned why we lack self-confidence. We only say, I don't think I can do it. If you cannot do it, then who will do it? See? The reason is, we have not recognized the value and importance of this thing. whenever we have recognized the value and importance of anything, we are inspired, we have no difficulties, and we achieve it. Because we have recognized the value of that thing. For example, money. Has anybody ever said, earning money is very difficult here, I don't want to earn money? On the contrary, we try various means. Above the table, below the table, around the table, behind the table. Because we have got value for that money. Exactly the same way. When we will have value for self-confidence, then sky is the limit. Friends, getting success in the outer world and getting success in the inner world has a different quality. In the outer world, you can cheat, you can kill, you can blunder and be successful. Inside, you are fighting with yourself. See? And what is that fight? Lack of self-confidence. We have to work on this. It is for this purpose we are told by our scriptures. When you begin your day early in the morning, see, we have to be convinced of this. I tell you how I was convinced. Normally I was getting up early morning, that is never an issue for me. So I was in Badrinath, staying in one ashram, and that Swamiji was very much loving. That time I was young. So he used to tell me, Swamiji, you come in the morning, we'll sit for meditation. I said, okay. And his path was Kundalini awakening, the 7 chakras and all that. And my path is eat and sleep. So I used to sit next to him. And after our meditation is over, he will ask me, Swamiji, what do you do? I said, I do nothing. Then why do you get up early morning, 4 o'clock and simply sit? I said, that also I don't know. He told me. He said, do you know why our Mahatmas tell, begin your day early in the morning? I said, I don't know. You tell me. He said, early morning, 4 o'clock, there is a Brahma Muhurta. That time, all the Siddhas, great masters. Who is a Siddha Purusha? Be attentive. They have descended, avatar. We have to ascend, we have to avaroh, we have to climb. If you are climbing, and if somebody can give you a hand to pull you up, what is wrong in that? That is why the help of such great masters is useful for every seeker of truth. He said, these Siddha Mahatmas. Now who are Siddha Mahatmas? They are unlike us. Take example, Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Which school he has gone? What degree he had? Who was teaching him? Who was his guru? Nothing. See? Even Totapuri Maharaj, ultimately he was surprised. See? Take another example of Ananda Mahima, right from childhood. So, such great masters, they descend. See, friends. So, such great masters, during the early morning hours, they are on lookout for the sincere seekers of truth, whosoever they may be. And they go and bless and help that seeker to grow spiritually. That is the reason why we must begin our day for our spiritual practices early in the morning. See, friends, that time the whole world is sleeping. There is nobody to disturb you. Another important point. If we have some discipline, we get up at a particular time, we finish our morning ABCD, we sit for meditation, we chant the Lord's name, whatever you are doing, unless that is over, do not become anybody. When we are walking spiritual path, this is the first important step. Remain as nobody. Don't become anybody. See? But if we get up and become somebody, you become a mother. Oh God, I have to cook food for them. Whole samsara will begin. But early morning, 4 o'clock, you do not belong to anybody. You are totally one, without a second. And therefore, spiritual practice is done by this first step. When you are sitting for your prayers, whatever name you give, prayer, meditation, or japa, or upasana, doesn't matter. Whatever you are engaging your mind for something higher, that time remain as Mr. Nobody. Practice remaining as nobody. When you become somebody, you will have a reference. See, if you become a husband and sit for meditation, what will be your Anishta Devata? I can't call it Ishta Devata. The wife, Belan Devi. See, if you become a mother, what will be your Devata? A useless child. Therefore, what is practice of knowledge? Play nobody, nobody. And how do we play that? Like this. You are sitting for some time. Now let us play husband, husband. The moment you become husband, thoughts pertaining to wife will come. Now to whom the thoughts are coming? To the husband who doesn't exist. About whom? About the wife who doesn't exist. So where is what happening? Recognize this. And therefore, when you are sitting for your prayers, try these following steps. First step, you are not going there as a punishment. Oh, morning bed, no. You have to be happy and inspired. First. Second step. Many students have some kind of element of fear when they are doing their prayers, etc. Particularly those who do this meditation. I don't do, but when they ask me, then I know what goes on in the minds. One person asked me this question, Swamiji, whenever I do meditation, I got a fear that suppose I get out of the body and if I don't come back, then fear. Or else, suppose I sit for meditation and I start levitating, meaning along with the body. What will happen? Depends where are you sitting. If you are sitting below a moving fan, these are the fears. Many seekers have these fears. And therefore, we have to do this bhavana. That in my heart, my Guru and my God is seated. The God protects me from within. Guru guides me from within. So we begin with a joyful mood. The second thing, we are out of the element of fear. Third thing, remain as nobody. Who is nobody? He who doesn't have past. Whenever we talk about ourselves, what do we talk? I was born there, then I started growing first vertically, then horizontally, and then I did this thing, I did that thing, then and then I came and met you. And then the moment you come in the utter present, you have nothing to talk. See? Therefore, remaining as nobody means zero past. Therefore, no meditation is ever repeated. Friends, no experience is ever repeated. You may be driving from your home to your work every day. Car is the same, distance is the same, the destinations are the same, yet every driving is unique. It is not the same. If this you have understood, then you will not like to repeat what happened yesterday. Yesterday I was sitting for meditation, nice fragrance came. But today when I came, dirty smell came. From where? Above or below? See friends, remember this. Never think of repeating anything in life. So you are nobody. Thereby, you have dropped your past. He who doesn't have the past will not worry about the future. Past and future, they are related to each other. So when you are not having worries about the future means what? You will stop talking to yourself. See? So whether your eyes are open or closed, whether you are sitting in a particular posture, come to this. This is practice of knowledge. It is not a punishment. So what has happened so far? Mind is arrested from going to the past. Therefore we are nobody. Because I am nobody, I have no future. See? Like Amma is somebody. So when she is sitting, her mind goes in the future. After this class is over, we have to prepare tea for so many people, and then But for you and me, relax. Because nobody has no future. When these two things happen, past doesn't pollute us because we are nobody. Future doesn't bother us because we are nobody. Net result, we are in the present without past and future. Present without past and future is presence. That presence is mind dissolves in consciousness. This is practice of knowledge. no struggle, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. When you go out of your house, do you lose anything? No. When you go back to your house, do you gain anything? No. Exactly the same way. We come out of us. Consciousness expressing as Chetana or life. Chetana expresses as mind. Mind expresses as sense organs. Sense organs express as the objects of the world. So by that, do I lose anything? Is the life coming to an end? See? And when I go back means what? I drop the worldly objects, come to the sense organs. I drop the sense organs, I come to the mind. I drop the mind, I come to the Chetana, the life principle. Up to here is the journey. Rest of the things happen. See, my friends, there is no struggle. You give any name to this, whether you call it Kundalini, whether you call it a path of knowledge, whether you call it meditation, give any name, how does it matter? What is there in the name? Call a dog mad and hang it. See? This is what Shakespeare wrote. What is there in the name? And he wrote his name, Dumbo. See, my friends, if you take to this, nothing in this world will ever bother you, like the space doesn't get bothered by anybody or anything. And the best part is, we don't have to do anything, my friends. The whole spiritual life or practice of knowledge is undoing and unbecoming. See? And this you can discover in your peaceful abode of being. See, all these things, what I am telling you, it is not from the book. It comes from within. See? Once I was traveling by flight from California to Honolulu, 3-4 hours flight. And when we are reaching near the Hawaii Islands, I was looking down from the window. Flat ocean, absolutely standstill as if. And in somewhere in between, there was some kind of rock. And near that rock, the waters were not blue, but they were white. So I showed my friend, I said, hey, come here and look into that. He said, what is that? I said, you see? Tell me what it is. He said, it's a beautiful sea and there is some rock-like structure and there the water is not bluish, it is whitish. That's all. I said, now, practice of knowledge is what? Learn from every experience. So I told him, I said, you know what I have learned from that? He said, what? When there is no reference, all waters are blue. When there is a reference of a stone or a rock, the same waters become whitish. Now apply this principle. Think about your friend. Thoughts will come. Think about a bad event of your life. Thoughts will come. Think about your marriage. Thoughts will come. Now think about nothing. So what we have to learn? Thoughts require a reference point. And what is the reference point we know? Body identification. So what will be the spiritual practice? Are we living as body or we are living through the body? See. Is the mic talking or somebody is talking through the mic? See, friends. But why this mic is between you and me? Because one, it is required. Two, it doesn't have its own agenda. Sometimes the mics have their agenda. Electronic omkar. Sometimes the mic has agenda, it will clear its own throat. Then what we will do? Remove that mic. Therefore, what is practice of knowledge? Remain such a fit instrument that we have no agenda for life. Empty yourself. When we are absolutely fit, perfect, without any agenda, He will hold us. And then He will express through us. What is a Mahatma? The one through whom Paramatma expresses is a Mahatma. See? Therefore, this mic has no problem. Whether somebody is using it for disco, it doesn't become unholy, or used for discourse, it doesn't become holy. It is just an instrument. And therefore, there is no I. And when there is no I, he takes over. Kabir says, जब मैं था तब हरि नाही, जब मैं है तो हरि नाही. When I is there, he has gone away. When he is there, I cannot be. In one case, there cannot be two daggers, only one at a time. So real knowledge practice is delete yourself. And how do we delete? Find out who is this I who is to be deleted. Then we will come to know this I is not singular, it is plural. See? And as a result, inside it is a poultry farm. When I say I am old, what is the meaning of I? Age. When I say I am a man, what is the meaning of I? Gender. When I say I am Indian, what is the meaning of I? Nationality. How many I's? And wherever there is a crowd, there is a noise. See, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, Dattatreya Bhagavan, he tells, somewhere he was, and that girl in the house was pounding the paddy to take out the rice. So, when she came out, this great Mahatma asked her, he said, Amma, you were pounding the rice, how come you did not make any noise of your bangles? Because when you came, you had number of them. How come? She said, yes, I realized that. Therefore, I removed. I kept only two. Again I started. That two also made a noise. Then I removed again one. And then I realized, where there is one, there is no noise. This was my Guru. See? This is the reason we are telling you again and again. Stop talking to yourself. We only raise a question, we only answer. See? If we say like that, I will say like that. But if you say, then I will go, and nobody says anything. But you have wasted your time and energy. Remain cool. And therefore, one great quality we achieve, we stop reacting in life. We start only acting in life. The actors get name, fame and money. The reactors do not get name, fame and money. See, friends, and is it not in our day-to-day life, we all respect and revere a person who is at peace with himself? If somebody is at peace with himself or herself, we like that person. What will be the experience if we are at peace with ourselves? And this cannot happen by drinks or drugs. No. This can happen only through practice of this knowledge. See? And you know the beauty of this practice of knowledge? You don't have to repeat anything. In case of practice of ignorance matter, you have to repeat. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Now, the practice of knowledge. Before Om Namah Shivaya began, I am there. During the Om Namah Shivaya, I am there. After Om Namah Shivaya, I am there. So who am I? I am in the presence and absence of Om Namah Shivaya. Therefore, I am beyond the language of is and is not. You cannot explain it in words. If we are to define our vision, how we will define? We will say, vision has no shape. We will say, vision has no color. But what it is, we are not talking. What it is not, we are talking. Because the unknown is indicated with reference to the known. Do you know who is this girl? I don't know. You know that she is his daughter. Oh. Once I know her, do I require to again refer to her father? No. In the same manner, what do we know? We know colors and forms. So what is the vision? That which doesn't have any color, that which doesn't have any form is the vision. Now what you have understood? Therefore, Upanishad says, Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. That wherefrom the speech and the mind comes back, meaning that which is beyond the scope of the speech and the mind. Therefore, first, silence. Now, what is this silence? We know three types of silences. One is Shanti, second is Ashanti, and third is Prashanti. Ashanti we know. Shanti is opposite of Ashanti. What is Prashanti? Prashanti is that which is not enhanced by the Shanti and that which is not disturbed by the Ashanti. See? Exactly the same way. Presence of the silence and absence of the silence, or presence of the sound or absence of the sound, or presence of the colors or absence of the colors, this is only in relation to something. The truth is unrelated being. See, friends, as you go subtler and subtler in your understanding, you start remaining silent without efforts. And that silence could be of what quality? If some example can be given, like the space. Space supports thunder, clouds, rains, but doesn't get wet. Supports wide, bright clouds, only noise, no rains, space that doesn't get disturbed. Pitch darkness, night, space doesn't get lost. Exactly the same way. Waking comes and goes, we are the same. Dream comes and goes, we are the same. Deep sleep comes and goes, we are the same. Remain silent without going to sleep. Swamiji, you are always happy, happy, happy. Do you get miserable sometimes? Yes, I do get. When audience can sleep, but I cannot sleep. You have the freedom. I am recorded. I know it is more challenging for you to listen without sleep than to talk for me without going to sleep. See, friends. Therefore, the more you become aware of this, then we have to remain respecting our knowledge and action. With that self-confidence, you sit. Then sky is the limit. But if you start, I don't think I can do it, then you will never be able to do it. We have to do it. So slowly, we start remaining quieter and quieter, silent and silent, without going to sleep. And that quiet, silent mind is the mind of wisdom. Wisdom doesn't come from outside. You are the source of everything. Mayi eva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati tad brahmadvayam asmyam. See? Everything is in me. Everything is sustained in me. Everything goes back to me. That infinite I is my essential nature. When we thus practice it sincerely again and again, then you will see your approach to your spiritual life will change. And what will be the approach? We will only act, we will not react. So, we will see, we will hear, but we will not talk. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Now wherever, whatever we are supposed to function, we do it perfectly well. In short, we will learn the art of living 100% in the present. Give it a try, it is not difficult. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ